super exhausted, super tired, physically drained, but all you did was this: stare at your blank screen all day. Literally, 20% of your body's total energy. What? Hello and welcome to Mastering Self-Craft by Komal. That's me. Today we are going to talk about the age-old question which all of us have felt at some point in our corporate lives, or we feel even otherwise even now. And that is, why are you always tired after work? And if you think about it, the answer is not just burnout. So what is it? Let's dive deeper into it and find out. Well, have you ever felt like you ran a full blown marathon, like a 42-kilometer marathon, and felt super exhausted, super tired, physically drained, but all you did was this: stare at your blank screen all day? Literally, sitting at your desk, looking at that screen, doing nothing. Why does it feel so exhausting then? Why do you feel like your body's total energy has dropped? What is the reason? Well, you're not lazy. The thing is that your brain uses 20% of your body's total energy. Now, when does it use it? It uses it even when you rest. Even when you're at rest, 20% of your body's energy is consumed. So think about any time you're doing any other task, this percent only keeps on increasing. So even when you are thinking or trying to solve a problem, or you're stressed about something, you're processing some kind of an emotion, you're consuming some kind of news, you just have some thoughts on your mind, all of these consume certain percentage of your total body energy, leaving you more drained than any kind of physical activity will ever do. What? Yes, that's right. So your body's energy keeps getting consumed depending on the type of work you're doing. This means that even when you're staring at your screen blankly, your body considers it to be a task. Now, the problem is that for your mind, the different types of tasks you do consume different percentage of your energy. And some things that you feel is not too big a thing is a big thing for your brain. So what do we call them? We call them the three silent energy killers. The three top ones that kill your energy more than you can ever imagine. Number one on the list is task switching. Yes, you got that right. Task switching. Now, when you imagine the scenario, okay, you are super focused at your desk, typing an email, wanting to send this very, very convincing mail to your client because you're so close to closing the deal, and suddenly you have this sweet little colleague who passes by and is like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And suddenly, in the middle of this, you leave this and you're like, hi, I'm good. What's up with you? Etc. And suddenly, while you're having this conversation, your phone rings and there is another colleague who's calling you, and you have to solve this super urgent problem that's on fire. Do you realize within 2 minutes of your time, your brain had to reset its focus from one task to another to the third one immediately? Now, every time you reset your mind to refocus on something else, it utilizes more percentage of your energy than any other task. And that is why task switching is one of the most important silent energy killers. Let's look at number two. Number two is emotional labor. Imagine this time when you are with a super duper stubborn client. Okay, like this client is super hard to please, they are the hardest nut to crack, and you don't know how to deal with this client, but all you know is a part of your job requires you to be very pleasant, very convincing, and not someone who's tougher than the client to make things even more. Yeah. So what do you do? What do you do? You just put on this smiling face. You try extra hard to be this sweet and kind and caring person who tries to show this client that everything is fine, all is normal, and let's get closer to this deal. This extra effort that you're putting on in giving this fake smile to the client consumes way more energy than you can ever imagine. Yes, that's right. That is hard work for your brain. Okay, so number 2 is emotional labor, and number 3 is decision fatigue. Every time, every morning, you are surrounded with so many questions that you don't even realize. Yes, that's right. Should I eat pav bhaji or dosa today? Should I take a cab or rickshaw today? Should I wear pink or white today? Should I go with gold or silver today? All these minor decisions take up so much of your mind space that your mind does not even realize how much of the energy is consumed right at the beginning of your day. Think about it. Yeah, that's right. So these are the top 3 silent energy killers. But you might ask me, Komal, all this is fine. Tell me one thing. I do a lot of physical exercise. I go to the gym, I go run, I lift weights, I stretch, I do yoga, etc. And I do all kinds of physical activities, but at that time, I feel more energized, I feel more pumped. How are you saying that these are the kind of things that are not giving me energy? Why is that so? Why is the physical work giving me more energy versus all these tasks are consuming my energy and I don't feel the same kind of happiness? Why is that so? The answer lies here in your brain, in the hormones. That is right. So physical exertion or physical activities releases something called as endorphins. Now endorphins are the feel-good hormone. Okay, they are the ones that make you happy, super excited, they fill you with energy. Okay, now guess what? Yes, that's right. Mental exertion is totally opposite of it. Mental exertion releases something called as cortisol. Now cortisol is the stress hormone. It causes more stress in your body. That explains why when you do most of these tasks, all these 3 silent energy killers and more, there is high cortisol in your body and your energy level drops completely. Now, when you're doing this throughout the day by 6 p.m., it is but obvious that your brain feels like push, smashed potato. Isn't it? Yeah, it's so true, right? But enough of the bad news. Let's go on to something that is happy. So here are some things that I'm going to tell you that can fix all of this. So yes, there are super easy tricks, super easy micro practices that you can incorporate in your everyday life and change all of this. So let's talk about fixing all of these. How to fix it? Number one is schedule a no switch time. Okay, so when I say no switch time, what do I mean? I mean block or set timers, whether it's for 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 30 minutes, or even 15 minutes. Set a timer when nothing is distracting you. Like literally, you're just focused on your work. No phone call, no messages, no talking to colleague, no getting distracted in any other way. Just focus on the work and finish it off during that time. Your to-do list will also thank you for it. That is why focus time and focus hours are so important. Number 2, plan micro recovery. Now, what do I mean by micro recovery? Well, every time you finish some task, say after every hour, okay, so after every 60 minutes, do something that will help your brain recover a little bit of your used up energy. For example, stretch out a little, look at the scenery outside, go outside and look out the window, go talk to the person who is dear to you at your office, or just pick up the phone and have a quick call with someone at home. Do something that will boost a little bit of the used up energy by micro recovery. Okay, so try that. Or the step 3, or the third number into how you can fix it, is reduce small decisions. Now, you know that a lot of the millionaires have this thing, including Steve Jobs and even Zuckerberg, is they wear the same attire every day. Why is that so? Because wealth comes with wisdom. They know that they do not want to use up their energy thinking about what to wear every morning. So you don't have to wear the same thing every day. All you can do is set some time apart to decide things for the entire week. What are you going to wear? What's your meal plan going to look like? How do you plan your commute? Or any of the other micro decisions that are using up your energy early morning, try to plan them for the week. That way, your mind does not have to use up energy every morning on these tasks, right? You have one time slot to finish it all in the week. Okay. Number 4, get good fatigue. Now that you know that physical activity will help you build up energy versus more of the mental exertion that you're doing, which causes reduction or lowering of your energy, what you can do is, as you finish up your work after 6 p.m., go for a 10-minute walk around the building of your office, or walk in your apartment after your home, or just walk 2 stops from your office to the next stop. Do whatever kind of walk that feels more like a 10-minute walk for you, because that will help you flush out the built up cortisol and it will help you energize. Science has proved it, so make use of it. Okay. And number 5, make mindful transitions between work. Even if you've set a 60-minute block or 60-minute no switch time, that means you have to finish a lot of tasks within 60 minutes, whether it's 5 of those tasks. What you got to do is, once you finish your task number 1, before moving to task 2, take 5 deep breaths. It allows your brain to calm down, take some time and reset on the next thing. So that allows your mind to not spend a lot of energy but feel good about finishing one task and moving on to the other. If you do 1 or 2 of these 5 micro practices that you see here, your brain is going to love you for it, like the chef's kiss love. Okay, so now that you know that you are not tired, your brain is just overworked in the wrong ways. All you have to do is take small steps, do those small changes, and get the big energy boost that your brain needs. Okay, so tiny little things, it's not too difficult. Even if you pick 1 or 2 of these, definitely you're going to see a huge change in your energy levels every day. Try it out and let me know. If you found this helpful, share this and help others master self-craft, because growth is always better together. And of course, please hit like and subscribe. This is Komal, sliding off. Awee!